Hey YouTube. So I just finished a gym workout and I didn't feel too much like it, but you don't go about it that you have to do a workout. You get to do a workout, and I think that's important, very important. You get one body, treat it like a temple. Some of us treat bags and jeeps with tender loving care, and then we trash our bodies. What are you walking around in? You might not have that bag, you might not have that jeep or a car or whatever, but you will always have your body. So last video I was talking about a launch I was doing on my other channel, and that night went, I think, better than expected. Okay, this is real life, so you're gonna have slips and stuff. It went better than expected, and it was a huge lesson for me because I was wringing myself out for days before that live, and I did it, and it was like afterwards I sat there with two of the guys who, well, one guy, one female, that are supporting me in relation to a lot of the back end stuff, and I sat there and I was just kind of like a little dumbstruck, like that was it. That was what I was fussing about. Sometimes we put the barriers in our own head, and if we just do the damn thing, do the thing. My best friend was telling me to dive in head first, so it felt like I was taking a literal swan dive off of an edge, and that freed up so much of the stuff in here in the cerebral cortex, back here. It was a lesson. It was really a lesson for me. I couldn't believe that the thing would have been so smooth. I could not believe the support that I got, and I was so thankful for the support. And I might sound a little hype because it's like, you know, following my passion, doing this thing, taking a step out, being bold, being brave, taking a risk, living my life, real life with Simone. And if I can tell you, like, I couldn't focus the whole day before, and I was, you know, you would have the little thoughts about what could go wrong, but then I was doing well enough to push those aside and not focus on what could go wrong, but what could go right, and that, you know, I know what I know, and that if something went a little off script, so what? You know, again, real life, it's alive, life unscripted, you have all of that stuff, and yeah, it was a lesson. And it was like, all right, I can do this. And today is Friday the 19th of November, and this is 20 years that I've been a financial services regulator. Today, 20 years. That's a big anniversary. I've done a lot in that time. I've reflected a lot on my career. It was something that I knew I wanted to do from the time I was 13 years old. In high schools, we have these job fairs, and I think, you know, prior to the pandemic, most people would have something like a career day or job fair, whatever the case may be. And I was in a pink dress, a hot pink dress, one of my favorite colors, in a hot pink dress and 3/4 sleeves. And I remember we had band practice that day, and after band practice I was walking over to meet my mom so I could go home. She was a teacher at the time at a different school while I was in high school, and I remember walking over with a friend, and the friend said, "So what do you want to do? Do you want to be an accountant?" And I said to them, "I don't know about that. I want to know what those trust companies do." And now I know. Now I know what the trust companies do. But it was something that was really clear in my mind that this is something I wanted to do. And there are a lot of career paths that crossed my mind when I was very young. I like sciences. I really love sciences. I wanted to be a doctor. I was really very, very, very good at science and math. Very good. Like, 100% bonus questions. I'm finishing the test early, not to brag or anything. It was just one of my gifts. And interestingly enough, writing was not one of my innate gifts. And I remember thinking, younger still, I was like 8 or 9, and you know, you have English and English literature, and my mother put me in evening classes for English, and I was insulted at 8 or 9, because I was bright. How dare you? But it was one of the best moves because it opened a whole other avenue of thinking about how to communicate. And while I was chatty, I couldn't really write that well. And so the evening classes lasted for about a year, and that really polished up how I approached writing. And now writing is one of my talents. I think communication was always a talent, but the writing needed to be refined. And I remember the man that was giving the evening lessons, he was a very happy old man. Well, older. Well, he wasn't, well, till 8, 9, 50 seems old. 45, it doesn't feel that old. But he was a really nice old man. And what was really sad was that shortly after that, he died from cancer. And it wasn't as common as I think it is now, or maybe telecommunications has helped. But yeah, the talent, sometimes you overthink things. But last night was a real lesson in terms of, well, not last night, Wednesday night was a real lesson in terms of just letting things flow. Be confident in your abilities. Be always willing to learn. Be always willing to make a mistake, because even if you make a mistake, everybody else realizes that you're human too, even if you think you aren't. Get past perfectionist issues. That perfectionism is a killer. And live life. I'm gonna put in some bits of what I did today in the gym. Pretty pleased with the progress I'm making. So yeah, my skinny jeans are now a little slack, so I think that is awesome. And definitely recording this weekend. Got some special stuff planning this weekend, happening this weekend. So you're gonna see a video tomorrow. Until then, I'll see you. Bye. Quick bit to show post gym sweat. You can't see the sweat on the tights, but like all here. I use a sweatband and Sweet Sweat in the coconut scent. Yeah, pleased with the results. Definitely pleased with these results. You gotta put in the work if you expect results. Need to snatch my waist a bit more, so I'm working on that.